Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome to my channel. Actually, I'm the one who's back. I think you've been here all along and I took a break. I took quite a break, it seems, because I can tell by looking at my hair. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, it grew so much since I last did a video. So yeah, that's how long it was. But today we'll be talking about if you are tired and fed up actually of feeling lost on your twin flame journey. And if you want to make the choice of making 2022 the year of the end of you feeling lost. But before we do that, I do want to take a minute to thank you guys, actually. Thank you for being on my channel. Thank you for being around. Thank you for being there in 2021, also in the previous years, of course. But since we just went into 2022, it was important to me to send that little message to you that I am very appreciative of you watching, of you being so loyal to me, to whatever I have to say, to be following me. I know I've been focusing more on German these last few weeks and months. It's just that, as you know, it's an energy thing of I started off with 4 languages. I love the 4 languages. I love you guys in all 4 languages. But it is really like about focusing maybe on where I'm not spreading myself too thin and where I'm really like where my energy is best invested, let's say, where my message is also best received. That doesn't mean that I forget about everyone else who speaks all the other languages like English, Italian, French. You are sort of always on my mind. That sounds a bit cheesy a little bit, maybe, but it's true. Like even if I'm not a good social media user, I'm not one to post every day and to make little selfies and make little stories and make little, oh, that's me by the lake and that's me eating a burger and that is me hiking on a mountain. Like, I don't do that. I don't like that. I really value my privacy. I really like to be doing whatever, not anyone knowing, but it doesn't mean you're not with me in a certain way. I think of my clients, I think of my viewers, I think of people on the twin flame journey. It's a collective I sort of carry with me. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, and I'm actually only becoming aware of this as I'm speaking now, but it is actually true. You are always with me. And we are a collective. We are all doing the same thing of self-healing, of wanting to get ahead, of ascension, of finding God, of becoming aware spiritually. We are all doing the same thing. And every of your comments reminds me of that, reminds me of my own journey. It reminds me of every step I took, reminds me of the pain I might have felt, and of how lost I felt, like all that, and by helping you, I'm actually helping myself. And by putting the word out there on how you can end the suffering and how you can end feeling lost, I feel valued, and I feel like I don't know, it's just a really nice thing to do. Let's put it that way. I just love doing it. And it doesn't mean that if I don't post for weeks or months, maybe even, or days, let alone days, that I'm not thinking of you and that I'm not feeling that you're on it and that it's not easy and that there's days, maybe like Christmas or New Year's or whatever it might be. I remember my pain from back then, honestly, where it's like, oh my gosh, this is such a special day of love and blah, and he or she is not here, right? So I get you, and I just want to, send my wishes of support and of well-being to all of you, to the whole community, especially in these days of political challenges. Let's put it politically correctly. Of these days of whatever is happening. You know what's happening, right? I can't really name it because there isn't really a name to it that wouldn't be canceled by YouTube probably. Yeah, but wherever you're at, also in these challenging political times and health times, I hope you're well. I hope you hang on. I hope you see the light at the end of the tunnel, because the light is there. The light isn't going anywhere. There might be clouds in front of the light. There might be little curves in the tunnel so you can't see the end. You're like, oh my gosh, is this dark? Oh my gosh, another little turn. Like, where is this leading us? Like, where is this going? So I totally get you, and I just hope you stay tight, you stay at it, you trust, you have faith, you focus on yourself. That's actually also what I want to convey to you today. The path is to focus on yourself, right? I used to have a little claim that said, twin flame spirit, the path, your twin flame, the path to yourself. And that is actually what it is. And I'm sure you've seen it, you've seen it in videos, you've seen it on the internet. You're like, yeah, that's the path to myself. That's amazing. I realize it's a path to myself. But it's one thing to recognize that, and then it's another thing to actually walk the path, which can be quite hard sometimes. It can be lots of crying. So don't worry if you cry a lot. It can be lots of triggering. Don't worry if you're triggered a lot. All this is part of you finding your true self, becoming who you truly are. You're shedding all layers of yourself, things that you're not, things that you thought you were, and that for lifetimes. So it's normal to go through that, and it's normal that it ain't nice. It doesn't always feel like, oh my gosh, this smells like roses and rainbows and cherry blossoms, and I love this journey. No, not at all. It is challenging. It's hugely challenging. And so I get if you feel lost. But on the other hand, there is that one path. There is that one way that helps you sort of do the journey. And by one path, one way, I don't mean myself. I don't mean what I'm teaching you. I don't mean any of that. I'm just saying, as we say in German, there's many ways, there's many paths to Rome. So you can go to Rome. If you live in Sweden, you can actually go to this United States and go down to Chile and cross the whole path around the world and then go to Rome. That's okay. But I'm saying there's that one path, that one lesson that sooner or later every one of you gets, which is, it is not and never about the other person. It's never about him. It's never about her, or how much of a jerk they are, or how much they don't get it, or how unawakened they are, or how not spiritual they are, or how they messed up yet again. You would be ready for union. You're like half ascended, but they're like in deep sleep over there. They're the issue. No, that's not it. The lesson that will click for you at one point is that it's you. It's the two of you because you're one. But let's say what you can really focus on and what you can really influence is yourself. So start working on yourself. So that path to yourself is you realizing that you can do so much by doing whatever healing method you feel comfortable with that leads you to yourself. And that's what I'm saying. There's one way, which is the way to yourself. It's one sort of approach. It's a journey to yourself always. The twin flame journey is always a path to yourself. But there's a million and two healing ways. There's many ways how you can do that. You can do psychotherapy, but with a good therapist, please, who gets twin flames. Otherwise, they're going to tell you you're crazy, and they're going to tell you you're obsessing and you don't get it and you have to let go. And you're like, man, I can't let go. He's me. Thank you very much. So you can do meditations. You can do whatever. You can move to India. You can do whatever. But what I'm conveying is help to that path to yourself, right? I'm sort of holding your hand on the path. So it's on you to choose it. It's on you to say, I don't want to suffer anymore, because it is so much easier to do it with friends, with a community that helps you through it, where you can exchange about your healing steps, about questions you might have, about how to interact with your twin or not, and to actually get help from, I'm calling myself an expert, even though that's a word that's going down the drain these past months, right? Whenever I hear expert, it's the experts say, I'm like, okay, let's throw it out the window, because that expert, I want to see him. It's usually not the experts I would call experts. But anyways, I'm letting my political views get in the way of my twin flame video, Yvonne. That's not good. But anyway, so I was saying that I lost my train of thought. I was saying that it's on you to choose healing to yourself, and that it's easier to do it with other people being there to support you. Oh yeah, I was about to call myself an expert. Okay, I remember now. So I'm someone who walked the journey and who still walks the journey and who learns every day and who realizes things every day, but who is utterly committed and who has been doing this for years now and unconsciously on the twin flame journey for decades. So I can pass you on what I know and what I've learned, and I can hold space for you to heal. You always do your healing on your own. Like it's God who heals. It's you who heal on yourself. It's not me who heals you at all, but I can guide you there. So you don't need to feel lost. You don't need to be lost on this journey. As I said, you can get help. And I'm inviting you with this video to work with me, to at least reach out and let's see if we're a good fit. Reach out and you'll talk to someone from my team to see if we can fit you into the program we have. If that is a good match, it can be that it isn't. No hard feelings there at all. But you shouldn't feel lost. You should be worth it to have the support you want and need. And it makes it so much easier, the whole thing, to know that what you're doing is the right thing you're doing, to not doubt yourself all the time, to not feel lost and want to abandon the journey and realizing you can't. And then you go on YouTube and you leave nasty comments of this journey is awful and I hate him and how can I get rid of him? He's such a kid. That's not the way, I'm telling you. That is not the way. So if you feel called to, again, please do reach out. Please make 2022 the year that you stopped feeling lost and that you realized, okay, it's okay to have help. It's okay to walk this path. And I deserve every support I long for and I want. So yeah. So thank you for listening. And again, thank you for all your support, your comments. Thank you to all you guys in every languages. Merci en français, grazie mille in italiano. Was noch? Deutsch, ja, glaube ich. Ja. Euch sehe ich auf dem anderen Kanal. Alles Liebe auch an euch. Und yeah, much love to everyone. Thanks for watching. And I see you soon. I talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Bye.